Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and you know, if you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, it's time for the freaking weekend. That's right. Another weekend is here. Holla fucking Luya. Let's put the bowl over there. If you're new to the channel, hey, welcome. What we do is we get the vibe for the weekend. We get the vibe for each sign in the singing bowl. We're going to pull yours out, and we are going to give you a quick fun tarot reading for you to enjoy, to give you the vibe for the weekend. And we throw a lot at it. And not only that, we get some goddamn good advice and we have a lot of fun, don't we? So let's talk just a little bit about the energy for this weekend. There isn't much going on. We have Mercury going retrograde finally. I mean, coming out of retrograde, I should say. See, it's still slowing down a little bit, so it can start going forward. But we're past that full moon, and now we're in that reflective phase. But this more is a focus on what Mercury now has to offer because it has been retrograde. So what you're going to find for this weekend's energy is to really speak your truth and do it from a heartfelt purpose. You know, just don't say things to say things. Say things to mean them. Put some love and care behind it, you know, using that Leo energy. We're still full blown into Leo season until I tell you we're not. All right. So let's have a sip of our coffee or a preferred drink. Okay. And let's get to the tarot table and let's see who is going to be the first person on the freaking weekend. This one's going to be for the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Yeah, I add Friday in there. Sue me. Okay. All right. So let's see who's first. Oh, snap. It's Pisces. Pisces, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put your fine ass on the board. There you go. All right. Let's do it. Welcome, Pisces. Let's get a message from your guides. And this is from the Energy Oracle cards. I like using that. So let's see what we got. Ooh. All right. Happy family with number 4. Love that. Love that. Let's read up, shall we? Happy family. At our Chinese place. I haven't gotten Chinese in years. Man, that sounds good, though. They used to have a thing, a combo platter on there, happy family. I'm like, who actually, happy family? Who actually gets that? Because it was like a combination of like squid and scallops, and it was weird. That didn't sound like no happy family to me. All right, so pay attention to the number 4 this weekend. And this card is about closeness, fun, and caring. So the rainbow over this happy family portends a time of joy and celebration. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun and frivolity that a friend or, man, the way that they structured this is really effed up, or family experience can bring. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. If you're single, finding this card in your spread, which you do, there it is, indicates a potential meeting and perhaps relationship with someone who has children from a previous marriage. This ready-made family might bring some challenges, but it could be your destiny in this lifetime, like mine. I got the wife and the boy, and then we had the little girl later, little Pisces, and it was a happy family, probably for about 4 years. No, we were together a lot longer than that, but it just seemed like, yeah, whatever. Ouch. Release this weekend too, kids. All right, this card may simply signify a celebration coming up, such as a wedding, anniversary, or birthday party, so enjoy. So this is just about having fun. Maybe you're planning a family. Maybe you just are focusing on family for this weekend. Family will be a big part of the weekend for you. All right? So let's do a shadow work card. I like to change it up, the routine here. So let's see. You know what? I got to take that one. It just kind of flew out. Embrace the void. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. So this is about emptiness and creative power. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Open up to it. What could it be? What could it be? And what part of you is holding that back? You know, maybe it's the unknown. All right. Let's get the vibe for you, Pisces, for this weekend. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And let's get the vibe for the weekend. Pisces. Let's see. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? 3 of Cups. There's more family right there. Anything else? Nope. All right. 2 of Pentacles. Juggling a lot. The Strength card, the number 8, also showing you that you are strong enough. Knight of Wands is getting your passion back. And 3 of Cups with the happy family. That's kind of like the 4 of Wands energy there. This is friends and family. So maybe you just need to get out and have some fun. Maybe going to an event or a celebration of some sort. That'll kind of, you know, it just seems like you got to get back into a playful attitude here. We've got the Strength card, which is, you know, the symbol of Leo energy, and we're in that Leo energy. Maybe it's been all work and no play makes Pisces a very, very irritable some bitch. You know what I mean? But I mean, this is about getting your passion back. Let's not try to juggle everything. Why do it yourself? There's another thing here of asking for help. You don't have to feel like you got to do all of this alone, okay? So let's use the Psychic Tarot for the heart. Because I got the Psychic Tarot and I got the Psychic Tarot for the heart. I like switching them off once in a while, but I love these Oracle decks. These are my go-tos. These are my go-tos. So let's see what else they add to this. So it looks like you try and maybe you got a lot of invites this weekend to a lot of places and you don't know which one to go. Probably the one that has family involved. That's probably the one you should go to. Okay? So don't avoid that. All right, rest and reconsider. Okay. Again, maybe trying to decide about something. I think if it stokes your fire, you should do it. Third eye chakra. This is about, you know, we're talking about creativity, creating something. Something's at work here. I think now that Mercury has gone direct, I think for you, Pisces, this weekend, you could be thinking of what's next. What's my plans? You know, Pisces are always being creative in some sort. Simply love, 6 of Cups. This is, again, family energy. So this is, you know, this shows the 6 of Cups also has to do with childhood, reminiscing, all of that. That could be getting your spark back. For some of you Pisces, I feel like you writing about your childhood. Yeah, I think maybe you've been on the fence about that. Some of you are writing about a healing journey, and some are just writing about the great experiences that you had as a child. Weird. Okay. I hope that resonates with some of you, because that's your confirmation. And the Sun card. So a lot of Leo energy. Step into this Leo energy, the creative energy, the passion, the drive. That's what this is kind of saying. And support and love is all around you, Pisces. All around you. Interesting. Now let's look at love. What's going on here, you know? What's going on? Your true potential is waiting to be discovered this weekend. It really is. 10 of Swords, letting go of negative energy in relationships. So, again, could be releasing something about family issues, something like that, you know, he just doesn't need to be there anymore, something like that. Holding back. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, look, we got the 2 of Pentacles again. Indecisive. It's time to end this indecision. I think this is negativity on your part. You can do it, you know, but reconsider how to go about things. The Page of Swords brings in a message here. So an offer, I would take it if I were you. Yeah, holding back. You're holding back something here. Maybe it needs to be shared with a family or something like that. I think you're holding back communications. Again, talk, but, nurture yourself. Feel secure. You got this. Feet on the ground, practical approach. Could be meeting somebody with money, too. Somebody that's in banking. If you're single, somebody that's in banking. Wow, I'm getting a lot of intuitive messages flashing in this reading. This is actually the first one, of course, the first one I'm doing, duh. But, man, they're rolling in. The Chariot. Swift success. It takes two, though. I have to tell you that. Focus on the Griffins here. Not one, but both. For some reason, it seems like, again, maybe one person in the relationship is trying to do everything, and you've been holding back, saying something, saying, listen, man, you got to help me out here. I can't deal and struggle with all this because it'll turn you into a victim, Pisces, and you know how you get when you do that. See what I'm saying? Okay. Man, that energy's all over the place in this reading, but it's very, it's very hopeful. It's that Leo energy. It's just moving forward. It's playful and it's good. You know what I mean? So it's not so, burdening, I guess. All right. Messages of love is acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. And I think maybe for some of you, maybe that's what all it takes this weekend is to let go of some of this, is acceptance. Things happen for a reason, the way that this all set up. Whether you're dealing with family issues and just letting those go. I mean, if you're dealing with stuff from the past with your family, like your parents and your siblings, you can't change anything. I mean, if you're reminiscing and, thinking about how great your childhood was, great. I had a great childhood, but there are some things that come up, but I can't change it. The only thing I could do is forgive it and accept it, that everything happens for a reason. What was the reason? Maybe that's what you should look for. What was I supposed to learn about this? Because believe it or not, you choose the experiences that you have. I hate to be the one to tell you that, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that has. New love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. So no holding back. That's another thing. Maybe you're holding back on taking things a step further in your relationships, maybe with a friend here, maybe a family friend. You meet somebody there. Possibilities are endless. And marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union. So again, this looks like energy that's moving forward this weekend and probably gives you the go-ahead. I'm telling you, speak from a loving place, speak from the heart, and you will not go wrong. All right, let's get What's the Vibe. This portion of the reading is brought to you by What's the Vibe, where some of them are misspelled, the fonts may be wrong, and the pictures have no relevance to what the message is. But hey, they were $20 on Amazon. All right, what do we have? Let's see. Maron. Okay. Maybe you're doing this. A lot of tension. Yeah, that the Two of Pentacles here definitely is showing some kind of tension. Being stressed out, worrying. Worrying's a useless emotion, so you're wasting your weekend and your vibe if you're doing that. So the only thing you can do is accept it. Again, everything happens for a reason. Blocked. This bitch is like, moved on, nothing to stay, nothing to say, and stop calling. All right. Again, everything happens for a reason. Boundaries. Disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. Yeah, it looks like some of you gotta just, this is part, if you're in a relationship, this is part of it, kids. It's not all puppy dog tails and rainbows. Sometimes it's gotta get ugly, but it's for growth. Everything happens for a reason. And time. This is a delay, procrastination, and maybe too busy. Again, that Two of Pentacles energy that first came out for both sections, the regular section and the relationship section, is you trying to juggle a lot. So you're holding back, You probably need help. You need to communicate with your partner or whatever's going on here and get it done, because you're going to fucking crash. And I don't think anyone within a 50-mile radius wants that from you. All right, let's get a closing message for you from the Rebel deck. Just when you think it couldn't get snarkier, saltier, or smartass enough, here it comes. All right, Pisces, let's wrap it up. Why'd you do that like a girl? Why'd you do that? What? Like, oh, my stars. Oh, my stars. All right. You being shady. Now, why do you think that is? Again, holding back. Maybe someone's trying to figure you out. Like, I know something's wrong with you. No, I'm fine. I'm good. Nope, I'm good. Trust me, I'm fine. You may not be. So watch out. Shit could get ugly. Now, we were just talking about that, okay? We were just talking about that. Pisces, take it easy this weekend. This chair is driving me nuts. I feel like a little kid in my dad's chair. It's low to the ground. My feet are like dangling. You know what I mean? It's just like the back is huge. I want to try to block it out, but my shoulders aren't wide enough. Fucking, And anyway, stop. We're distracting. All right. Your message is, you're holding back, you got something to say it. On another breath, this is all about enjoying an event that you're going to, maybe throwing one. But family is important. Maybe just letting things go and reflecting that everything happens for a reason, Pisces. That's the vibe for this weekend. All right, that is going to do it for you, Pisces. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full tarot reading. Yes, posted on Sundays or Mondays, whenever I'm feeling on schedule. I want to talk about juggling, And if you would like a personal reading with me, because they are general readings, but we could hook up. I would love to do that for you. All right, Pisces. So happy you were first for the freaking weekend. When was the first time? That's the first time in a long time. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for watching, okay? You have a great and safe weekend, and I will see you in the next reading. Okay, let's see who is next. Let's clear Pisces off the board, please. Yes, Pisces off the board. And let's see who is next. And it's Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Oh, there you are. Pisces tried to get back on there. How dare you? All right. Welcome, Aquarius. For this freaking weekend, before we start, I wanted to tell you this. The reason why you got your own reading was because I love you that much. It actually wasn't. I was getting so I did all the readings. I put them all together, and I put them in the one weekly reading, which you should be checking out on Sundays or Mondays. That's when it's posted. But so Monday morning, I'm getting ready to post the weeklies, and I'm doing the timestamps. So I go back into the editor, and I'm looking at where the marker is for everybody's timestamps and recording it. And I'm like, okay, all right, so Capricorn, all right, Aquarius. I'm like, don't tell me I didn't put it in there. I didn't. So Aquarius. Sorry about that, but you got your own video and it's doing well. So I think that's when you guys actually started a trend. Who would have thought an Aquarius start a trend? But I might do that. I might randomly just take somebody's sign out of the weekly and put it out on their own because it's doing well. So, all right, now let's get the vibe for your weekend. Let's get to the table. Let's get a message from your guides, Aquarius. From the energy oracle cards. Sometimes it's nice to get your own reading, but I wanted you to feel special because you are. Because I love doing your readings. I'm a Leo. We're opposites, baby. But I really love doing your reading. I don't know why. It's been like that since day one, actually. Your readings have just been so colorful, love and all that stuff. Look at that. Angel of Balance is with you this weekend, number 48. She bringing you a bong. Look at the pyramids are there. Crescent moon. Wow. Angel of balance. Give us a message. Angel of balance. All right, where is it? All right, this is about being centered and self-honoring in your choices, okay? This loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although these things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a great equilibrium is now coming to your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals in your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you into the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. So, this weekend, the advice is, let's focus on balance, okay? And get your priorities balanced. Now, let's get some shadow work and see what we need to be aware of this weekend. All right? Have courage. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. So this is about letting go of fear. Focus. Being vulnerable, and it actually fosters growth. Interesting. So you may be avoiding some stuff. Maybe that's what's got you out of balance, you know? This weekend says, have no fear. And I'm going to tell you something. As far as vulnerability goes in relationships, that is hot as fuck. To allow yourself to be vulnerable, to share, you know, the intimate parts of yourself on every level, because we've lost the art of doing that. We're so fucking vapid, you know? Ooh, look at those cards like stuck right in the... I wish I could pull the camera down and show you how these cards got stuck, but they stuck right in the deck, just like whoosh, cut right through it. That's interesting that this Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands like got stuck in another deck, like wedged themselves right in there. So, again, this is that fear, that vulnerability. Releasing your burdens with the Ten of Wands. That's great energy for the weekend. I will tell you that. The Star is release it into the universe. Yeah, this is you want a great solution on how to get things back into balance this weekend, and for you to really release yourself, really enjoy the weekend. This is the Star and the Queen of Cups is trust the universe. Trust your intuition. Allow the universe to work this out for you. But you have to be willing to give it up. You know, and definitely moving on here. Some of you could be moving and releasing your burdens. I like that. Now, let's get Psychic Tarot for the heart and see what adds to this. Yeah, have courage to release your burdens. And don't worry about whatever's going on here, you know? Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, detach. See what's happening here? Detach. Maybe you're feeling alone. Find balance. So this is all about balance. I mean, detach from, oh, my life is so out of balance this weekend, and start saying, thank you for my balanced life. Definitely. Thank you for my balanced life. Thank you for everything balancing out. I detach from the outcomes. Maybe something happened around that full moon last weekend that seems to be showing up here. But that Three of Swords is detaching from the past hurts, sorrow. That's just a horrible card. And I hope you're able to move on to that, Aquarius, you know? Now let's look at relationships. Maybe this is why we're feeling this way. But there's solutions. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of not in the mood to check out the opportunity that's right in front of us. That that 4 of cups is looking at shoulda, woulda, coulda, arms crossed, everything's crossed, not even paying attention to what's in front of them. You definitely have to pay attention because the universe is like, here, I'm giving you an opportunity in love, and I'm also giving you a new way of approaching it. Instead of feeling like this, the sword wants you to detach, cut all cords, okay? Use your inner wisdom. And also, you know, this may be a time where you have to be okay being solitary. I think that's a big theme for you, is I don't like to be alone. Aquariuses usually are loners, but sometimes they need that collective feel, you know, that they feel not like contributing to society. I can't even verbalize it. But I'm going to tell you something. 8 of Pentacles is putting in the work. And King of Wands is making a change. Somebody's coming into your life for singles that is not so social. Somebody who is a loner. You'll know they're going to be much older. Not too much, you know, when I say, you know, much, but they're going to be older than you, definitely. And there's an opportunity here. It may be somebody that you meet doing what you do this weekend or something like that, but don't turn your back on an opportunity here to really let go of some past hurt. It's what's got you out of balance, especially when it comes to relationships. Now, let's get some messages of love. Anything else for Aquarius? Let's see. So interesting. Very interesting. All right, unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. So maybe that's what we have to detach from, to understand that the universe is kind of saying, for some of you Aquariuses, this isn't working anymore. You know, they're unavailable to give you what you want. Aquarius, why are you going and keep doing this? Why do you do this to yourself? There's a fear maybe of not letting this person go or trying to convince them that your way is better. All right? But wait, the timing is not quite right. Okay. Mercury is just stationing. It's just stopped. So now it's going to start moving forward. So as the month progresses, this situation will too. And true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And I think remember what I was talking about, like some of you Aquariuses need to really respect being alone right now, is because if you love yourself emotionally, physically, and unconditionally, you are putting out that vibe. You are going to receive that exact match. And that's everything when it comes to manifesting. And stop focusing on, I need a partner in order to feel happy. You do not. That's why you feel the way that you do, is because you should be fine just with you. Your biggest cheerleader, your biggest supporter, your biggest lover in your life is you. And you have to accept that and embrace that. Because when you do, you watch what happens. That person comes in and they're just like you, you know? So this is the portion of What's the Vibe? Where we get the vibe with strange looking cards that have nothing to do with the meanings that they show. But they were cheap on Amazon. And I thought they were cool because I like these kind of cards. All right. And, you know, they could have put in a little bit more production and, like, you know, changing the words so they don't blend in with the picture. Like, how dare they? All right. Let's get it. Like a perfect example, okay? Oh, let's switch over to the face. Apology. So some of you may be getting an apology because maybe of your arrogance or their arrogance. harsh, rash actions. See, you can't really see that. And being insincere. Now, perfect example of these cards is, so the whole card is about being apologetic, but what the fuck? Why is there a cat there? It's got a little handkerchief. You can see, I think that's his litter box in the back. I mean, did he shit in your shoe? Why is the cat on the card? I don't understand it. Or is it just being cute? Did they run out of ideas? I want answers. But maybe you're getting an apology. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords definitely will show that. Paranoid. Cautious, insecure, and guarded. Again, have courage. That's your shadow right there. Just being maybe just a little too paranoid. And exhausted. For some of you, it's just that easy. You're burned out. See, look, like burned out, burdened, and empty. So again, you might need some solitary time this weekend. It seems like it's more going towards this weekend for Aquarius is healing and accepting to having some me time. So self-care, any of that. But having the fear of putting yourself out there and showing up for you. All right, let's get a closing message. And you have something to say? Because I never cough like that. There was no reason for me to do that whatsoever. So that's my guides prompting you to do it. All right. All right, weird. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Okay, so everything in balance. You know what I mean, Aquarius? But I think it's we don't want to be rash. We want to detach from the outcomes. Let's not push things. Again, Mercury just went direct. That doesn't mean that it stops backing up, apparently, and then starts going forward. It stops, it's stationary, and then it starts to move forward, okay? So there's a time frame here. Everything in its due time. But this weekend, I think you really just need to focus on you. You're burned out. You're trying to juggle stuff. You're hurt, and you got to heal, all right? So with that being said, Aquarius, thank you so much. That's going to do it for the freaking weekend. That was something else. But a lot can be done here, Aquarius. A lot can be done. I think it's just really just trusting the universe and start saying thank you for the balance in my life. Have courage. That's a big, big, big message for you. All right, Aquarius, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Do the work. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. Maybe that's what's got you out of balance. All right, Aquarius, I love you all. Let's clear the board. All right, so the camera died up top. So we got a fresh battery in there and we're ready to go. So Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading. That's posted on Sunday or Monday. It gives you the vibe for the whole week and the weekend. I mean, come on, this is awesome. And let's see. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Let's see. Aquarius, thank you so much. And it is Leo. Leo, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There we are. Yes, yes, yes. Oh dear. Remember that? Oh dear. Leo, happy birthday. This is your freaking weekend. Oh, it just hurt my back. This is your freaking weekend. So, what were we going to do? Were we going to chit-chat a little bit? Happy birthday. That's what I wanted to say is happy birthday. We're still in Leo season up until the 22nd, the 23rd, I believe. So this time we're going to use this energy to just be our shining bright selves. That's it. That's all we need to do. And now that Mercury is moving forward, we're being creative. We got a lot of ideas. Write them all down. Start applying them. Give two shiny shites about what anybody thinks or anything. Just do it. Don't talk yourself out of anything this weekend, all right? Let's get your message from your guides. This is using the Energy Oracle cards. Man, I just got really warm all of a sudden. Okay, well, Leo's energy is definitely in the house. That's for sure. You know, I'm a Leo too, of course, you know that. But. All right, let's get a message from our guides. What do we need to know for this weekend? The 15th, 16th, and 17th. I put Friday in there. Friday is part of the weekend, you know. All right. Go. Financial constraints. Okay. Let's see. Number 13. Number 13. All right. Restrictions concerning money. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money but lots of cobwebs and dust. Okay. Money may be tight at this time. So rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence. So be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. Now, the affirmation for this is, I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. Okay, so big concern about money. The big thing you do is not be concerned about money at all. That's your first mistake. What you want to do is welcome money into your life. Here's something that you can try when you do have to spend money. Every time you give, all right, say like, you know, the cashier says, that'll be $39.25, okay? You hand them the cash or the card. And as you're doing it, okay, every time you hear someone give you a total, you say to yourself, you already lock in and say, all right, whatever I'm about to spend, that total, I am going to increase 5-fold, 10-fold, 100-fold, whatever you want. Keep that going. That shows your subconscious, that trains your subconscious that money flows in a cycle, always to you. Good example there of how to do that. But having a good time on the weekend doesn't involve spending money, because you know we like to throw parties and all of that stuff, and that's not needed right now, okay? So just be aware of that. I mean, it's one thing to not go overboard, because we have a tendency to do that. You know, we just want to have fun. So have fun without having to spend money on it. Just for now. Just know that, again, everything's an ebb and flow. You know, especially if you own your own business, you have to understand that. So let's look at our shadow work, because it's already pointed something out here. So it's just opening up to wealth. I am abundance. I allow abundance to flow to me. Money and me have a great relationship. Money flows to me now. Money flows to me fast. Money comes to me and it lasts. The unknown. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. Holy shit, man. I have been saying this to people all week. Unbelievable. Surrender, curiosity, and faith. All right. So basically surrender. Surrender to the constraints. I don't know what's going on here, but I know it's not going to be like this, and I know that it's giving me the faith to trust in the flow. All right? Have no fear. Again, that Leo energy has got to burn through. And, you know, if you're curious about something, follow through on it too. Just as long as it's not costing you a fortune, you know. What you need based on what you want versus what you want. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need, you know, Rolling Stones. So, all right, Leo. Let's see what we got going on here. Ugh. All right, don't be tempted. Yeah, don't be tempted to do this shit. Let's not do this. Wallow in our sorrow. I'm always broke. No, that's not it. I'll never find a relationship. The Empress is empowering. Right around the full moon, you got a pretty good idea of what can help you out of this situation. And the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups, making plans, getting ready. For some of you single Leos, getting ready for a relationship. I'm down with that. So, make plans. Maybe you're making plans with your partner and you can't go because you don't have the money. Something like that. I got a feeling you're going. You know what I mean? The Empress is a nurturing energy. So this weekend, nurture yourself. Lick your wounds if you have to, because you're making way for a relationship coming in. And the unknown, embrace it. You know, I am opening up to a relationship, Jeff. I really do want that. But when the fuck is it getting here? Well, you don't know when it's getting here. So you don't need to focus on that. What you need to do is get ready for it. Some of you may be traveling to one of your partners, and maybe one of your car broke down or something like that. I'm getting, again, really big intuitive hits with like different, it's like I'm tuning in to different Leos. All right. Yeah. You're refusing to see that you're letting your darkest fears play out, and we don't want that. Again, something that has to do with the moon cycles here. So the full moon had something to do with that. Just breathe this weekend. That's all you need to do. Just breathe. Especially into that heart chakra. That's our point right there. From a loving place, 3 of Cups to the 2 of Cups. Wow, this is, I don't know, friendship, situationship. Don't talk yourself out of it. Maybe you're refusing to see that, you know, that person might be right in front of you this whole time. The uncertainty kind of clouds all this, but I'm telling you, this is good energy. Darkest fears. Wow, these cards flipped over. These did some acrobatics right here. What else? Is that it? Okay, what else? Okay, that's it. Oops. Yeah, being wishy-washy. Holding back. Again, Pentacles, finances. So some of you have the belief that I have to be financially secure in order for me to be in a relationship. I'm nowhere financially stable for a relationship. Pay attention to the numbers here, guys. 444, 444. Protection and stability. You are protected. You are safe. And 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2. We got lots of those. And that focuses on, where are my cards? Balance and harmony. So again, let's get that into balance. Let's put things into harmony instead of disharmony, instead of focusing on that. Pay attention to the numbers. I've been seeing 444 like crazy. Crazy. Wow. Queen of Cups. Trust your intuition when it comes to relationships. You could be meeting a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And look at that, 2 8s. This is putting in the work, learning a new skill. Again, maybe that creative endeavor you've been thinking about. You could try to, put the plans to launch that together. And messages coming in. Cupid's arrow. Again, change is coming here, and especially when it comes to relationships, but you're holding back, fearing that you won't find it. I'm telling you right now. Or if for some reason you need money to do it. This could also be you meeting at somebody at work also. Absolutely. Interesting. The plot thickens. All right, let's get some messages of love. Interesting. All right, we've got this. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. So, again, you could be holding back. You know that you probably need some time off. And doing this will strengthen your relationship. But you're going, well, I need to work in order to make money. You know, I got to have money, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? This weekend, retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. I'm going to tell you something. In between me teaching classes and doing readings this weekend, I'm seriously considering maybe doing a little hike, maybe even a kayak float at some point this weekend, but definitely getting outside and grounding for sure, and releasing. Absolutely. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Now, this is huge because that's what the shadow was teaching us. Surrender. Having faith. So something's here that definitely can put more balance and harmony into our lives. All right, so let's get what's the vibe this weekend. Ooh, look at that, the way those came out there like that. Damn. Let's see. All right. For some of you, antisocial. In your feelings, self-treatment, silent treatment, and left out. So don't be tempted to feel that way. You've been holding back and you know it. You know what I mean? Maybe some of you are doing the exact opposite, and that's sipping. Rumors, gossip, and being nosy. What's you sipping? You know? Be careful with that. Okay? And this, lust. Greed by any means necessary and inconsiderate. Okay, again, excuse me. I love these cards. I love what's the vibe cards, but you know, like the apology card with the cat, just I don't understand that. And this, I don't know. I just don't know what to think about that. I mean, we'll just move on. So don't be greedy. Again, financial constraints, balancing. For some of you, you're really letting your ego, I think, rule the day. Not good for anybody, all right? Be aware of that. This is more of a time to just breathe. I'd focus on a partnership or something like that that's going on, but you could be feeling lustful. You know what I mean? I don't know. There is a kind of like a anxious vibe that I'm feeling on that, but we just don't want shitty energy around us. So maybe this is talking about other people. Why is this dropping so many cards on me like that? All right, let's get a message from the Rebel deck. There it is. You need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. It sure is. So get some healing this weekend. Don't be tempted not to let things go. Don't be tempted to start fucking worrying about things just because, you know, you don't have a fat wallet. You will. Just like the weather out there, it's a little dry. But every once in a while, oh boy, does it rain. All right? So, Leo, what this weekend looks like is you empowering yourself, taking some time for you, opening up to the void and the unknown, and just letting the universe supply you with everything you need. Here is a message that you can constantly say to yourself when you start to feel this energy start to creep up on you. All right, especially that temptation to just freak the fuck out for no reason. All right, everything works out in my favor. The earth supports me. The universe guides me. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. What an energy. I'm telling you, it does wonders for you. And if you say that after a while, you forget what the hell you were trifling about, you know? So, and don't gossip either. No gossip. All right, Leo, that's going to do it for this weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading posted on Sundays, sometimes Monday mornings. And if you would like a personal reading with me, Leo, go ahead and click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. All right, Leo, happy birthday. Have a great weekend. Do some work and work on yourself and you'll be fine. Manifest money. Money, money, money. Thank you for the money that flows to me. I don't have to worry about money because money and me have a great relationship. All right? Leo, have a great one. We're going to take another sip of our coffee and we are going to see who's next. Thanks for watching, Leo. Who is next? Oh, it's Aries. It's not last. Aries, you've been last lately. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you go. All right, let's get a message from your guides. Thanks for being here, Aries. We just did your fellow sign, Leo. So let's get your message from your guides. This is the Energy Oracle card deck. I don't know if I told you that or not, but there it is. All right, let's see, what do we got? Community. Love this card, number 7. Look at that. I love that. I don't know why, but I like really relate to that, this image. I don't know if it reminds me, like I have a strong connection to like ancient Greece and all of that. And that right there just does something to me. It's like I could almost be there. You know what I mean? It's cool. Number 7, community. Let's read about it. So, you just might be partying and looking great while you're doing it. Connection with kindred spirits. All right, Aries. This card shows 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas and supportive energy. The lights in the picture represent your ever-present spiritual community as well. When this card appears, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection or of like-minded people, joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. The time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. I firmly believe that, the power of 3. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending you some beneficial alliances your way. Like the happy family card, this could indicate a party or a celebration of some kind. So again, you're getting out there, you're making some money moves, or just some moves with some people, finding your community, putting yourself out there, being social. You know, Mercury is going direct now, in direct motion. Ooh, so let's get your shadow card. Where'd that go? Oh, I tried to be sneaky and hide. Look at that. Wait a minute. That's not what flew out. I was going to say, this one, interesting. Soul mirrors. Others reflect your own reflection. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. So have an open heart and a healing union. Interesting. Community. And have courage. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. This is about releasing fear, being vulnerable, and growth. Wow. You're opening up to something here. Could be with the community. Interesting. All right. Let's get the vibe for this weekend. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let's get the vibe for this weekend. Anything else? Yep, there it is. Okay. Wow. Like the happy family card. 10 of Cups. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, there may be some people around you, maybe in your community, that may be kind of deceiving you in a way. 2 7s here. Definitely. I have to protect your energy. What's going on inside of you that's allowing this? You know what I mean? Queen of Cups is trust your intuition. If somebody's trying to deceive you, this could be self-deception also. So I don't think so. Out of first blush, it was other people. So be aware of that, Aries, okay? Knight of Pentacles says that there is an offer coming here, a change, slow and steady. And the Ten of Cups is a great time this weekend. Put yourself out there, joining the community, and really having a good time. Just protect yourself from the ones that, for some reason, you got some negative Nancy's around you. That's what you got to watch out for, okay? Be aware of that. Now, let's get some oracles and see what they add to this for you, Aries. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. They're just popping all over the place. Okay, yeah, darkest fears. We're moving on from that, I believe. We got a pretty good indication that you are. You know, it's going to take some time, though, and work on these chakras. Yeah, the third eye chakra, keep that vision in your mind, and the solar plexus, that's right below the breastbone. That is, I am worthy, I am good enough, I deserve it. That is positive energy for you, Aries. And we're in Leo season. That's what I was getting to. We're in Leo season. So this solar plexus pictures sunshine. I am worthy. See it glowing and growing. Okay. Very important for you. So it's all about confidence and really putting yourself out there, having courage. Okay. So let's get to the tarot table again, because I lost track of what I was doing. All right. Let's get the love portion. Where's the love? Looks good. Ten of Cups energy. You may have asked to open up to a community, and, the universe brings it to you. Definitely. All right. Let's put that back there. Wow. Yeah, look, the Seven of Swords is out again. Yeah, defenses are up. All right, so maybe that's why you don't put yourself out in a community. People have fucked with my energy before. Again, this is tough. I'm going to tell you something. For some of you, I think you have to be vulnerable and lower your defenses. On the other half, I think you have to put your defenses up, because there are people wanting to just exploit your sadness. You know what I mean? Let go of fear, doubt, and worry. Big time. Knight of Pentacles is out again. So again, there could be a message coming in, an apology, but this is slow and steady energy. The Six of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles is reciprocating energy, putting in the work to reciprocate that energy. It's just not one-sided. And Eight of Wands messages coming in. Cupid's arrow. This is all over the place, but it makes sense. 777. That's a spiritual lesson. That's transformation, I believe. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Where's my cards? Yeah, spiritual lesson, enlightenment, and luck. So be aware of that. I'm telling you, it's letting go of the fear. And letting go of these people that don't fit in your community. You know what I'm saying? 777. There's a lesson to be learned here. Interesting. All right, let's get messages of love. Don't you like it the way when the messages come out that clearly and they all add up? Wow. Wow, look at you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Again, Aries, there's such a huge message about being vulnerable and opening yourself up. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? This is a heavy question you've got to ask yourself. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? Why align with people that don't suit us, that bring us down, that don't give us what we deserve? And we deserve a hell of a lot more than what we're allowing ourselves. But wait, The timing is not quite right. And that is very evident here because the Knight of Pentacles is out twice. Twice. So slow and steady wins the race here, Aries, okay? No need to rush this energy. All right, let's get, what's the vibe? But there's a new beginning that looks really good. So, I mean, the hard work pays off here. You know, it's just, it's getting there. You may have already be very aware of who's got to leave your friend group and who can stay. All right? Yeah. I mean, you can't make this up. Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some time, some you time, and get out in nature. Huge. And boundaries. That's huge this weekend. Disrespectful? Yeah, some have been. Enough is enough, and defend yourself. I'm serious. A lot of you Aries got to stick up for yourself. Use this Leo energy to make it happen. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. You'll feel so much better after this. I'm telling you. All right. Aries, get the fuck outside and move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. That's right. It needs movement. It needs movement, and you need to move. Slow and steady, though. You know? But this is getting yourself out there, making yourself vulnerable, smelling the roses, putting some boundaries up with some people, and just letting them go completely. The universe is trying to teach you something here. It's kind of put the screws on you for a reason. You know, you're strong enough. Why keep Debbie Downers around you? That just rang true. But wow, Aries, what a freaking, now that's a freaking weekend tarot reading. I'll tell you that. Wow. All right, Aries, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full tarot reading posted on Mondays or Sundays, depending on my schedule. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because these are general, just click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page. Aries, we're going to take you off the board. Thank you so much for watching, and let's see who is next on the freaking weekend, and it's Gemini. Welcome, Gemini, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you are, baby. Let's go. Let's get a message from your guides. Thanks for being here. Let's do it. Boom. Wow. We just got this one. Community. So, your friend group, joining a group of people, finding your vibe tribe is really, really, really important for you this weekend. It could be exposing some people too. The plot thickens. So, let's get a shadow work card. We just got that card for Aries, and you saw me shuffle them cards. So, there may be a focus on your friends doing things this weekend, being out there with your community. Sacred boundaries, just like fucking Aries reading, man. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. So maybe your community has been asking too much of you and you need some downtime. You know, again, we're spitballing here, but that's how that could fit. Or you just may need to be assertive with some of your friends because they're like overstepping that boundary. And if they step over that boundary, you check them, you know. No more Mr. or Mrs. Nice Gemini, you know. That's when the claws come out. But you got to have boundaries with these people, okay? All right, let's get your vibe for this weekend. Oh my God, the Seven of Swords. Deception of some sort. Wow. Full moon, something happened around the full moon. Took your power away, take your power back, empower yourself. Empress energy. Trust your intuition. Get in touch with your emotions. Don't let your emotions run you on this one. You may have to emotionally withdraw from it because you're definitely moving on. Some of you could actually be physically moving, but this is you moving forward. You might be ditching some fucking friends that are just, you've had it. That's enough. I'm getting a strong feeling for that. Aries had the same thing. That's weird. Wow. All right, let's get some oracles. This could simply be you not self-deceiving yourself and putting yourself out there and respecting and honoring your limits. And that sets you free. You know what I mean? But there's definitely setting free here when we do some self-care, because that Empress is all about self-care. Yeah. Heal. Great time to heal. Self-care. Challenging times. We get it. We're releasing those. And throat chakra, you got something to say. Speak your truth. Your ruler is now moving forward. Perfect time for you to do that, Gemini. Okay? Let's look at love. Let's see what's going on here. So something's up. You involved in some shit? Let's hope not. Let's not be. Let's not get involved in that at all. Yeah, look, moving on. Again, yep. Some of you just you've had it, and you're moving on. That's great. That's great. Queen of Swords speaks her truth. Cuts all cords from the past. Heals that part of yourself. I allow beautiful energy into my life. And look at that. Ace of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. I love that energy right there. That's good. This could be an opportunity through work. Maybe you're, maybe this is what it's all about. Work relationships. Oh boy. All right, Gemini. Let's get some messages of love. Okay, what do we have, Gemini? What else do we need to know? Anything else? Okay. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? All right. What do we have, Jeffrey? Let's see, shall we? Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Okay. Do I see anything that clarifies that? Yeah. You may have this opportunity and you're really not giving it to somebody. I don't know. I feel like someone's trying to talk you out of it. I don't know. I'm just feeling that. Abundance. You've done the work and abundance flows to you now. Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles definitely show that energy. That is a big opportunity in love. Could be also with work, a contract with work or something like that. And yeah, so abundance flows to you now. And soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. But what you're learning this weekend is that the only way you're going to experience that in this timeline is that if you love, accept, and respect yourself, okay? So let's get some, what's the vibe? What's the vibe this weekend? What's the vibe? See, I want to have like, you know, like a chorus of like chicks singing every time I get to this. And now it's time for What's the Vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Jeff, go ahead and tell us what's the vibe. You know, just punch a key in. All right, everybody. Let's see. What's the vibe? Because sometimes these cards don't make any sense. Oh, come on. Yeah, keep that one. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, this is a prime fucking example of what I'm talking about, and this just really irritates me. This really irritates me. Why does this irritate me? I don't know. I think it adds some kind of comic relief too, you know, because it shows how fucking upset I can get about some shit. But check this out. So consequences. So I was telling you, you know, these cards are great. I love using them. I see people use them on other tarot readers use them. And I've just noticed that some of these cards, they're like, what does that mean? This is one of them. Consequences. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. So let's talk about the message. Let's not have mixed signals. Let's speak our truth with the throat chakra there. Don't play games and quit making fucking bad choices. But look at what the card, what it represents. This chick What does that say? Why has she got Band-Aids with matches and she's going to light those matches? Look at the eyebrows on her. Maron. But why? I guess this is the consequences of buying the deck. You know what I mean? You're going to, once in a while. I mean, did AI make this? Again, I have more questions than answers when I pull this deck out, but it's just something funny. But there are consequences to your actions. So just be aware of that. But there is also if somebody fucks with your vibe, and I think that somebody has been doing that. Now, daydreaming. It's probably why you're not noticing it. You got your head in the clouds. There may be some delusions and your hopes and dreams. So get out there and put your hopes and dreams into more concrete reality instead of delusion or having your head in the clouds. You know, Gemini, you're known to have your head in the clouds a lot. Okay? So let's get a closing message for you, Gemini. So watch your back. Speak your truth. Speak it with love. Speak it with love. That's a big one. Okay. But this is weird because this card really wanted to pop out. I put it back in the deck and it came out. Believe what you see. Believe what you see. Okay? Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Okay. Trust your intuition on whatever's going on here. I think there's some chicanery. I think you're going to find out about it this weekend. And I think you're going to finally say, all right, that's it. Enough of that. Enough. No more making bad decisions. No more consequences. None of that. I'm going to heal that part of myself that allows people to just walk all over me. And I don't even realize it till it's too late. All right? All right, Gemini, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. And don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading. That's posted on Sundays, maybe Monday mornings, depending on what I got going on. And yeah, so speak your truth, release your burdens, empower yourself this weekend. Yes, it's been challenging, but I'm going to tell you something. You put up those boundaries, baby boys and girls, you are going to feel a world of good. And clean out that friend closet because some of them are just assholes. All right, Gemini, let's take you off the board. I love you so much. Let's see who is next on the freaking weekend. And it is, ooh, who dis? Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn, to the freaking weekend. Thanks for being here. Let's get your message from your guides. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're having a great week. And let's see what we got for you, Capricorn, this week. Oh. Broken Heart, number 9. Let's read up on that. Ugh. That's torrid. All right. All right, this card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, Capricorn, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority right now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true, abiding love that you so rightly deserve. Didn't mean to give you a Debbie Downer there, Capricorn, but I'm sending you love and healing. You feel that? Absolutely. Damn. All right, let's get our shadow work card. It's time to heal. And self-care is the priority. Priority numero uno. Numero uno. Stubborn. It can denote perseverance, but it also may hinder your progress. You got to be flexible. You got to have some resolve, and this is about growth. So don't be stubborn. Don't fight the energy. Sure, you've got perseverance, but it could be hindering your progress this weekend, especially when it comes to healing that portion of yourself that needs to be healed. It's like your heart jumped out in this reading and said, stop being so fucking stubborn and let's heal some of these wounds, please. Perfect time to do it. You know, we're in that waning gibbous last quarter. It's all about releasing and letting go. So let's get the vibe for you this weekend and see how we can attain this beautiful healing that's available to you. Did I just roll over that card? I did. Come here, you. All right, is that it? Is that all that fell on the ground? Okay. Going once, going twice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Release your fear, doubt, and worry. You're worried about a lot, and I think this is what's bringing up these old wounds, to tell you the truth. Have faith. You're being taught something here. Pay attention to what the universe is actually telling you, too. Okay? The remedy for this is the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing yourself, grounding this weekend, definitely. Feeling secure, job-wise, money-wise, emotional. Making that change, not being stubborn, but saying, okay, yep, doing the same thing is insanity. I got to change it. Okay. 8 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. That shows things moving fast, and it can move faster for you if you take a victor mentality. That's celebration also. Don't be stubborn. And the sun, again, get some vitamin D. Get out there and connect with the sun. Perfect energy to do that. Okay. Heavy Leo energy here. Okay. But you need to have faith. The 5s. Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. Make the change. Things will move swift. Messages also coming in too. Let's get some oracles for you and see what they add to this, Capricorn. So let's not be stubborn. Oof. Okay. Come here. At least this chair don't squeak. It's a different chair, and I like it, but it just sits a little lower to the ground. It's a little... Why is this not rolling right? Okay. All right. Ooh. Release. Yeah, I mean, release. Move on. You're being taught something here. Clarity of belief with the Ace of Swords. A new way of thinking about things. And it works. Again, solar plexus, sun energy. I am worthy. I am good enough. I deserve so much more than I allow myself. Interesting. Okay? Now, let's look at love. Definitely releasing here. Definitely healing. Oh, and boy, does it pay off. But there's the shadow part of yourself that wants to just dig your heels. And that's not something you want to do this weekend. No, that's not something you want to do. All right, yeah, the star is out. Healing relationship issues. Feeling confused. Where is it? Feeling confused, yeah, with the 7 of Cups. Yeah, there may be some uncertainty there. Maybe triggering something. Page of Swords brings in, again, a message. Also, what this is a new approach to thinking about relationships. The 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands is out. Again, that stubborn energy, putting up walls. But that 9 of Pentacles is also showing that you stick with it. Move forward. There's change that needs to be involved here in our relationships. We cannot handle this the same way we have before. Pay attention to 999. I just saw that. And I think it triggered when I said, yeah, don't give up. Release, let go. Pay attention to what the universe is showing you here. Pay attention. Release, let go. Wow. I mean, this, you know, your feelings are hurt. You gotta communicate, you know. All right, what else do we have? Wow. Okay. Wow, check this out. Oop. Whoops, I hit Libra when I should have hit face. There we go. All right, apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Again, there could be that coming in, an apology, definitely. You could be making the apology also. Boundaries, firm boundaries are needed now. So, again, boundaries, not walls. You have walls up, and you think that that's the boundary. It's not. It's not letting any energy come in. And then you get pissed off, especially at me, the tarot reader, that says, you know, you could have this energy, but not with a wall. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Don't be stubborn about it. And mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So, again, the 999 out here is saying don't give up. There's a huge message about releasing this emotional energy, this broken heart that seems to rear its ugly head every time. Every time, even things go a little off balance, it triggers you. All right, let's get what's the vibe? Let's do what's the vibe, shall we? Ooh, there goes the sun. Come here, you. You're integral. Love that. Get outside, get some sun. Let the sun burn away those tears, you know? Lay on the grass. Oh, it's so much better. I'm telling you. Just a half an hour is just incredible. All right. Interesting. So for what's the vibe, we've got legal stuff, lawyers, court, and paperwork. Do your due diligence. Don't put it off. Don't be stubborn. Okay. May be dealing with that. Salty. Bitter, angry, and petty. Now, this is definitely broken heart energy. And nobody likes savory that much, especially when it comes to relationships. No one likes a savory relationship. Everybody likes a sweet relationship. And you've been salty, and I've been accused of that too. You know? Again, salt is vital, but it can also, in excess, just be too much, you know? So release that part of yourself that just wants to hang on to that and be petty. That's the heart being broken. That's why we're petty. Like, how dare you energy, you know? And possibilities. Now, the Seven of Cups shows that. There's possibilities with relationships this weekend, too, if you choose. But this has follow your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself with that solar plexus energy. So, I mean, there comes great opportunity through this when you release this broken heart energy. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Capricorn. Wow, that was intense. Oh, there it is. All right, let's see. What do we got? You equals tight ass. Well, that's a strange equation. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Boing. There it is. You know what I mean? Loosen up. Maybe that's what you need to do, is just release. But, you know, this controlling energy, you know, of, and controlling energy and being stubborn like that is only one indication, is that we have to be in control. And you are not in control. It's an illusion and it's exhausting. So you're not in control. Put your hands up. I got this. The universe has got me. I release that part of and heal myself of that part that happened in the past and that keeps coming up. It's a trigger. So be aware of it, okay? So that is going to do it for you, Capricorn, for your freaking weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and watch that saltiness of yours. Hey, I'm guilty of it too, you know. Sometimes I can be petty. That is hurt feelings. I don't care what anybody says. When you're being petty and bitter, that's hurt. You're actually hurt. And it's okay, you know. It's all right. Sometimes it happens. But if it happens all the time, then we're doing something wrong here, okay? Just don't be stubborn this weekend, all right, Capricorn? Love you all. If you would like a personal reading with me, all you have to do is click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. Capricorn, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading. And let's clear the board. And let's see who is next. All right, let's see who is next on the freaking weekend. And it is Cancer. Welcome to the freaking weekend. Cancer. Let's get the vibe for you, shall we? Let's put you up on the board. How about we do that? There you go. In all your splendor. Look at that. Love it. Hold you in my hands. Okay, let's get a message from your guides. Let's get this going for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And let's get the message for the weekend. Let's see. What is up? What is up? We have. Hope your week was great. All this Luna energy. Mercury going direct. That ought to help. At least communicating. Especially communicating from your heart. That's a big thing. There we go. All right. Finally. I love that. Number 39. Fifth chakra. Archangel Gabriel. Fifth chakra, that is the throat, I believe. Let's see, 39. All right, self-expression and speaking your truth. Yeah, that's Mercury. Throat chakra. Isn't that weird how that's the first thing we were talking about is speaking from the heart? Pretty cool. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. He is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how to speak to yourself, so never deny your profound, integral value. Speak up for yourself. Write in your journal. Let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honors your choice to do so. This card can also indicate that a communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. Man. Well, that's a powerful read, so speak your truth. And Mercury went direct just for you. Now, let's get your shadow work and see what we need to be aware of. I think shadow oracle cards bring well, it does what it does. Unmasking truth. That's what it does. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to know. Self-examining and revelation. So this weekend, you're unmasking truth and seeing things for how they really are by self-examination and speaking your truth, speaking it into existence. You get your revelations. Wow. Pretty deep for a weekend. You just might be speaking your truth to other people, you know? Maybe it's a call to self-examine the way that you speak to others. Maybe it's too harshly, you know? Either way, it's about speaking your truth. Okay, let's get the vibe for you, Cancer, for this weekend. What do we have? Feet on the ground, practical approach, Six of Cups. Reminiscing about the past. Maybe you're unmasking something about the truth from the past and speaking it, you know. Maybe you're letting go. That would be an excellent time to do so with all the all the lunar energy that we have. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we've had some, don't even have time to put it all together. I'm just so excited. The energy's coursing through me. This is, let's not focus on everything that has happened, especially in the past. Yes, we understand things happen, but things happen, and it's starting to become aware to you and a revelation that this is needed. Don't be tempted to focus on any uncertainty, especially something that happened around the full moon. Be aware of that. Don't be tempted in any way. You know, this may be a cycle here. Self-destruction, possibly. Instead, feet on the ground. Page of Pentacles brings an opportunity here. Maybe a message that'll ground the energy out, you know? Yeah, look at this. This week, this weekend, and hopefully this week for you also, is arms in a V. Not fucking crying victimhood, but claiming victory. Get out there and ground. Get out in the sun. Speak your truth. Something's up. Not quite sure what it is. It seems like, well, whatever it is, it's a good weekend. I'll tell you that. It's just we got to work on some, you know, the things that have happened in the past have kind of brought now to the present some uncertainty. And you just need to shine on. Like the moon and the stars and the sun. Because we all shine on. Everyone. But first, you need to release. Where do we need to release? What do we need to work on? I'll tell you. That's why I'm here for you. Your heart center. So, past heartache. Healing, forgiveness. And solar plexus. That's why the sun is out. This is, I am worthy. I am successful. I deserve love. I am confident. I radiate confidence. I am confidence. I love it. All right. Man, it is hot in the city tonight, boys. Shit. It's hot. I love summer, though. I'm not complaining. 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 All right, let's get some love. Oh, shit. All right, let's see. What do we got? It's making me shuffle. Usually it's pretty instantaneous. Oh, there they go. Well, see, they just needed a good wakey. Oh, that one wants to come out. Yeah, of course. Don't forget about me. Seven of Swords, self-deception. Why not? Let's release it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Release this. What the fuck? Come on. Is it your self-deception or you get blinded by it? I don't know. Something here glitches big time, man. You need to work on that. It's an end to negative self-talk too. Dear Lord. Yeah, it's an end to negative self-talk. I'm just looking at my hair and the fucking thing, and that one side is just driving me nuts. Fuck, I gotta get this cut again. All right, so anyway. Yeah, this is all negative self-talk. See, kind of like what I was just doing there. You know, because that was unnecessary, but you don't even realize it. You know, you're in the middle of doing something and you're doing that, just like I was. Take the blindfold off. This is self-imposed. This is thoughts. This is not the reality of the situation. Oh, you'll make it a reality. But let's do 3 things this weekend in order to ensure this success. We go within. Maybe we just need to have a little R&R, you know, strength and listening to your intuition. You're strong enough to tame that lion, to tame that beast that wants to come out once in a while and just wreak havoc on everything, you know? Knight of Cups brings in an offer. I'm telling you, you'll be very very happy about that, I believe. But this looks like good, strong, Leo influence with the sun, the strength card, the solar plexus chakra, and the 6 of Wands. That's Leo too. I mean, that's just crazy. Big Leo energy. Use it. So if that's coming through and you don't have the Leo influence in your life, you use that energy. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's do messages of love. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Yeah, I think Knight of Cups could possibly bring that in. But negative self-talk and deception, that's not going to get you any kind of offers. You know what I mean? So a decision needs to be made. It's time to decide about this relationship. Again, the Eight of Swords is just... Take the blindfold off. This is all self-imposed. This isn't the reality of the situation. This is what your mind is doing to you. So if this helps make a better decision, I hope so. You know, you will do it. It does show that you will do it. But after how much of this do you have to go through? Okay? Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Maybe that's what you need. That Hermit card kind of said that too. Like find that inner strength, the Hermit and the Strength card together, and go slow. Take time to get to know each other for some of you. You know, slow and steady wins the race, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know. All right. Now it's the portion of what's the vibe? Let's get some other insight into this weekend that looks very shiny and bright, but you got some releasing to do. I think if that's it, just one? Okay. Wow. Wow, that's something else. Check this. Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some you time and get out in nature. That sun is a huge message of getting out in nature. Let's get a closing message for you. That's all they wanted is just that one card. Sometimes that happens, you know. They're like, nope. Okay. And to close off the weekend, stop obsessing. What is that? You are not the fucking center of the universe. You've been told, listen, it's okay. You just shine as bright as the sun. There are some things going on internally with you, maybe this week, leading into the weekend, that could set you free. You know, you finally realize, I need to slow down a little bit. I need to find my inner strength, maybe some time apart from anybody. I need to heal my heart. I need to be confident. I need to let go of the uncertainty, because uncertainty is the only certainty there is, folks. I've been saying that a lot these days. And it's all about speaking your truth, too. So, Cancer, I mean, nice, great healing weekend. You'll be definitely claiming victory. And if you're not, watch this again and get to work, okay? All right, Cancer, I love you all so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. That's posted on Sundays or Mondays. It depends on my schedule. And if you would like a personal reading with me, well, then just click that link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page and I will hook you up. Cancer, have a great weekend. Happy healing. And let's see who is next. And it's Taurus. Welcome, Taurus, to the freaking weekend. Let's clear the board and put Taurus up. There we go. Welcome, Taurus. Let's get to it. Let's get a message from your guides. There it is. Just like that. And it's number 1, the sun. Get some. The sun has been coming up for almost everybody's reading. Incredible. All right, so let's read up on it, shall we? The sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card lets you know that blessings in your life as well, that you're getting blessings in your life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and the summer, this is your time for a new beginning, Taurus, the onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. Damn, I love that. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and your mind like the rays of the sun. bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessings. See the future you want to create, and know the sun is shining on your intentions now. God damn, if that's not a positive fucking start to the goddamn weekend, I don't know what is. Once you get that, you can't lose. We might as well just move on. What's that telling you? Open up to the universe this goddamn weekend. For some reason, that's why I'm kind of being so stern about it, is because I think that's a majority of you need to be talked to like that. You know, like that's all you got to do. Simplify it, Taurus, instead of freak out. Enjoy this time of release and renewal. Perfect. All right. Okay. Let's get the vibe for you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe, shall we? We shall. I mean, boys and girls, you got the sun card. Number 1. That's all you are entitled to do right now is to shine. That's all you need to do, to bloom in the light, not to cower from it, not to hide from it. Let it inspire you. Let it cleanse you. And it's good for you. That's the only way you can truly absorb vitamin D. You can drink all the milk you want and take all those big ass vitamin D pills till you're blue in the face, but they are not going to give you the requirement of vitamin D like the sun is. Prove me wrong. Okay. So, yeah, look at this. Oh, holy shit. Ring that fucking bell, boy. Let's let go of the fear of failure here. I'm going to tell you why. It's integral that you do. Because slow and steady wins the race. So the intentions that you've put in or are about to put in are paying off already. And look at this. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? That's a good fucking weekend right there. And if you're not experiencing this, it's because of this. Being left out. I fear you're the only one that can take you out of this right now. This is good energy. This is good job, good home life, shining with the sun. This is fucking a great reading. Really don't have to talk much about it. So far, so good. Damn, Taurus. So far, best reading of the weekend. I mean, but that 5 of Pentacles can make all that crash right to the ground and burn really bad. So with all this positivity, that one thing can topple all that house of cards you have. Okay. Let's go further, shall we? I'm so excited. Challenging times, yeah. Sure, they have been. But don't let that get you down. Another 5 that equals to these 10s. But we need to go within and ground. We need to trust our heart and our intuition and put ourselves forward in a positive mindset instead of a negative one. Damn, let's look at love. This reading doesn't have really much to say. It says it all, you know? I mean, all of it can be yours, Taurus. Fear will kill all of this. And fear will kill anything you want. It's just, yeah, it's a lower form energy, but it has more power. It can do more harm than good. So, with that being said, let's look at relationships and see if maybe this is it. You got your walls up. That's why you really can't see this energy coming through for some of you, okay? But it's time to make a decision. You're so close to your dreams that it almost seems silly for you not to just do it and to open up to it, okay? You got to choose. Choose the highest and the best for you. It's time to take action by empowering yourself. The Emperor and the Knight of Wands is taking action. It's time to make your move. And boy, does it pay off with the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Let's pull those numbers out, shall we? 10, 10, 10. Success, completion, and payoff. Wow. Now, Taurus, I know that things have been tough, especially when it comes to relationships for you, but you need to take action to choose the highest and the best for yourself. Let the past be lessons to you and move forward, for God's sake. Let's get messages of love. Let's see. All right. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. So, again, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've been working so much that you've been feeling kind of left out, you know? So unplug a little bit. Unplug this weekend and strengthen your relationship, because this is great energy. Maybe you've just been denying yourself the fact that you probably need to tie a good one on. You know what I mean? Just have a lot of fun this weekend. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. See, now there's big talk in this reading about movement. So move towards your goals, the job you want, that leveling up in your relationship. Again, it's about joy and happiness. That's where it's at. The 10 of Cups out twice is happiness. And for a lot of you Tauruses, especially single, a new love or a recommitment to love is developing. And that's the other side of the coin. If you are single, it's a huge possibility for a new love. So put yourself out there. Don't isolate yourself. Okay. Now for couples, this is a recommitment. This is leveling up if I've ever seen it. Okay. So let's get what's the vibe for you? Let's see what we got. All right, Taurus. Wow, this is great. Love bomb happy reading, but man, is there, clouds in the background. So let's be aware of that, okay? All right, stagnant, stuck, dead end, or frozen. Okay, that's why the walls are up. That's what's so challenging, is because this energy is stuck. It's not the situation. It's the way that you're looking at it. Your thoughts are stuck in this, okay? Envy. Now we're getting into negative Taurus energy. This is huge things with Tauruses. Resentful, competitive, and discontent. I just speak it and I deal it. That's it. I don't make this up. You can't make this shit up. But that's going to get you nowhere. You see all that happy energy that's going on here. All this happy energy. All this beautiful 10 of Cups, family, love, all of it. It's all there. But it ain't happening if you're in envy. And it sure the fuck ain't happening if you're this. Salty, bitter, angry, and being petty. More of negative Taurus's aspects. So this is kind of calling you out. That your fear of failure and alienating yourself and being left out will challenge you and your happiness and happiness in your relationships. That's a big message for this weekend. Can you just focus on being happy and not causing anything without being envious or jealous or, just see everybody with their squinty eyes? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get a closing message for you, Taurus. No one likes a salty bitch. Everyone likes them sweet. Okay? There are a few people out there that enjoy savory all day, every day. You need something sweet, or they'll go and find something sweet. Trust me. Okay. Fuck. Shit is about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around you. Yes, okay, so you need that family aspect around you, your people around you. Yes, because we need to deal with this. But this is a great weekend. You've just got some issues. As long as you're not going to be salty, frozen in your thinking, and frozen, that's another thing. Don't be a cold fish. You know what I'm saying? So you create your reality. There's no doubt about it. And this I mean, this is just a love bomb kind of reading. I mean, go for it. Just let go of these hang-ups. It pays off with the tens. And get some sun this weekend. I'm telling you. Taurus, what a reading. Wow. That's going to do it. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Taurus, that was a fantastic reading. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. That's usually on Sundays or Mondays, depending on how busy I am, but they get posted for the week, okay? And if you would like a personal reading, because these are general, click the link in the description, and I will hooko you uppo. All right, Taurus, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's clear the board. Boink. And let's see who's next. Thanks for watching. Oh, we got Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you is. Okay. Love that. Love the new font. Love the new font. Do you know what it's like to look for the right fonts? That takes half my afternoon. You know, I scour for fonts. God. It's just the way you got to go. All right, Scorpio, let's get a message from your guides. Yeah, that one wants to come out. Ooh, Journey. I love this. I love this for you. Look at that. We're going on a journey. Like Bilbo Baggins. All right. Going on an adventure. All right, movement, relocation, and travel. So pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, or a class, or even a work-related trip. This card could signal a move of residence or a job relocation. Wow. Damn. All right, Scorpio. This indicates that plans should go off without a hitch. Mercury did start going direct now, so that's good. Still be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. Well, turn me over and slap me red. That is a good weekend. You going on a little journey? On a sentimental journey. Now let's see what'll fuck it up. We're just getting our shadow, that's all. We're just working on that. No harm there. All right. I love this. I love using this deck, so. Close-minded. Yeah, ain't going on no adventure like that. Let's see. Unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas, so be more open. So this weekend, be open. Be receptive to what other people are saying. If they say, come on, let's go. Oh, I don't wanna. You know what I'm saying? So, no journey starts with closed-minded. He's not even, looking up while that other person is looking forward. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can end the reading right here. Scorpio, that's going to do it for this weekend, I mean, there you go. I'm satisfied with that. This summer has done that to me, It has made me feel like life is a journey, like every day is just, I'm very grateful for every day. Very. And the Four of Wands also shows movement. So some of you Scorpios could literally be like moving or finding a home. Yeah, and look at the Ten of Wands moving. Don't be closed-minded. Put in the work. Speak your truth. King of Swords cuts all cords from the past. Plans his journey accordingly. Puts the work in to know where he's going and not being closed-minded. And being open to different routes. You might hit a dead end. You might have to hit a roundabout and have to go around that fucking thing a couple times. Be aware of that. But there's definite movement here and letting things go. You're putting in the work and it pays off. And if you just want to talk about, hey, all right, Jeff, so what's going on here? Well, as long as, what kind of weekend am I going to have? In a nutshell, open your mind. Be receptive to different ways of looking at the weekend. And you'll get it. It'll happen. Now, look at this. This is interesting. Rest and reconsider for some of you. Maybe it's traveling out, maybe hiking, going out and spending some time alone, putting in the efforts, dedicated effort. Again, with the Eight of Pentacles, and strengthening bonds with the Ace of Pentacles. Jesus, this is great energy. Look at 2 8s. Let's look at love. What could be making us close-minded? I think that's just the Scorpio mentality of, you know, being in control of it. So I'm not gonna change my perspective because my perspective wins, you know, that kind of thing. There's a big message here. Yeah, don't be tempted. Don't be tempted to not put in the work. We have the Eight of Pentacles from 3 different decks. Don't be tempted to not put in the work, especially when it comes to relationships. We have 888. Let's do this. Let's put it on the board. 888. Your angel numbers. That's abundance, achievement, and staying focused. Again, stay focused. Page of Pentacles brings in an opportunity that strengthens that bond, and the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Mingya. I mean, this is great. 3 aces. This is great. An opportunity comes. And boy, are we rejoicing and celebrating. Lots of celebrating this weekend. Don't be closed-minded or you ain't celebrating shit. You know what I mean? All right, let's get some messages of love. Oh, Scorpio. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Interesting. Okay. Children. Children are important to this partnership. So right now, put in the work. They may be driving you crazy. They're almost ready to go back to school. So don't worry. You're almost in the home stretch, moms and dads, okay? But this may have to do with your children. Put in the effort, you know. Fate. This is a destined partnership. Now, the putting in the effort, I think, is for a lot of you Scorpios, single Scorpios, is seeing yourself. That's the way you see yourself, is meeting that person. It's going to be like lightning striking. But this closed-minded card keeps it out of your range. So what this is saying is that if you're not seeing this result of this fated destined partnership, you're closed-minded. So it's not putting out that vibe to come to you. So you might want to work on that this weekend. Maybe there are some beliefs that don't gel with this new energy that you're opening up to, okay, or realization. Marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union. So again, you know what? The only thing that's missing here is the Six of Wands, but it still could mean an engagement, okay, maybe celebrating that. Let's get some, what's the vibe? Let's see what adds to this. Okay. Excellent, yeah. Big, 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 big. All right, see, this is what I'm wondering about here. Don't be tempted to go into hiding or concealing anything, or thinking that somebody's deceiving you. Put in the effort to not do that or deceive yourself. In fact, let's go to the other side of the spectrum. And this weekend should be about laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. So there's a big message here about putting in the work. Put in the work, and it pays off. Stay focused. Okay? Let's get a closing message from you from the Rebel deck. It's great energy. Detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Okay, you might be doing that. You might be doing that this weekend, you know, detoxing. That's good. Ooh. We got another one. Believe what you see. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Okay. Ooh. So Believe what you see. Put in the effort. Ooh, weird, a cough. And speak your truth, too. Interesting. That leaves a little twist at the end there. But all of this, with the Eight of Pentacles out so many times, is put in an effort to create the reality you want and move forward out of being closed-minded and being in an abundant state. Because closed-minded also says that, you know, you have a form of lack. Life is a journey. Enjoy it. And enjoy your journey this weekend, Scorpio. Okay, wow. Great reading. That's going to do it for the freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Scorpio, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading. That's posted on Sundays and Mondays. And if you would like a personal reading, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. Scorpio, let's clear the board. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see who is next. And it's Virgo. Virgo, we're counting down the days. It's almost time for your season. You've been hearing me squelch about Leo. Well, I'm going to be doing the same thing for you. I'm going to be doing like a special new moon or full moon reading for you during Virgo season. A monthly reading. I'm going to do that for every sign season. Just give you a little extra birthday present, okay? From me to you, baby. All right. Let's get a message from our guides. I never got this card before. 29, the world. Maybe some traveling? That's interesting. That looks like a last quarter phase. That's what we're in now. Interesting. I never got this card before. I really think it's cool. Because it's a dock. I didn't know it was a dock. And see the lilies? Love that. Wow. Let's see what it looks like on the other camera. Can you see it better? Wow. Cool. Really cool. All right, let's read up on it. All right, Virgo, let's see. 29. Expansion and opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you. And now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Well, damn, I don't eat oysters, but that sounds like a plan. There you go. So let's get some shadow oracle work and see what the message is for this weekend that we need to be aware of. That could probably hinder our fun this weekend. And it's anger. Well, yeah, I'll definitely put shit out to fucking grinding halt. Your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way. Release, growth, and balance are yours. So, release that anger. Maybe things are out of balance. The world is your oyster, okay? So, let's get the vibe for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Is that it? Yep. Put them right back. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Swords, moving forward. Having faith. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yes. Just like, oh man, that feels good right there. Yep, in the middle is the Hierophant, faith. You're being taught to have faith. But your thoughts no longer are working for you. So we're just going to keep the ones that do. And boy, does it pay off. With the Ten of Swords, releasing all of that. Realizing that the world is our oyster. Trusting our intuition, the Queen of Cups. And the Six of Wands, claiming victory. Releasing that anger. That's the big one this week. End. You got to keep saying weekend. That's a big theme. So let go of that anger. Have faith. Things will work out. You know, that's when you don't get angry. See, this is probably something that says that you used to get angry. Now you don't. You put your energy and focus into things that pay off and not are going to hinder your growth. You see what I'm saying, Virgo? Okay. Big thing on balance. Find balance. Opportunity beckons. So that means don't turn your back on the world. You see the symbolism there? Go straight at it. Go within and feel secure and grounded in everything that you do. Yeah, this is a big thing to ground this weekend. Also, that will help exponentially. Okay? Let's get the vibe for relationships, shall we? Let's see what we got. What do we have here? Ooh, there we go. Yeah. So we may be experiencing some ends in relationships, and that's okay. We need to trust our intuition. There's an opportunity here. There's a reset, definitely. Knight of Swords is taking action, telling the universe exactly what you want, and the Chariot is being successful. So there's success here when we take action, when we trust. There's a big thing about intuition. So let's do messages of love. So this looks good. This looks good. As far as relationships, we may be taking action to just keep ourselves calm, move forward. We got this, you know. That's the energy that I'm feeling. Yeah, look at this. This is unbelievable. Big message. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. I mean, that's a big one. Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. So remember that. That's how you find that balance. Stay grounded, you know. This energy almost seems like it, or the situation almost seems like it really wants you to react a certain way, and you're not. Abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. So that's big. All right. Let's get what's the vibe and see what's the vibe for you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. What do we have going on here? What else does Virgo need to know? Okay. All right. Yeah, big focus on this. Okay, shattered. Broken. Nightmares and failures. Let's not focus on that. Okay? And harmony. Focus on balance, peace, and happiness. That's the key for this weekend, is success. And not settling for anything else. Sure, we've had a lot happen, but we can't let it falter. All right, let's get a closing message for you, beautiful Virgos. I mean, this is just, you know, your old way of thinking isn't going to work, and talking yourself out of it isn't going to, you know, make things any better. Love. All right. Get some, give some. It'll cheer your ass up. Virgo, you heard it here first. That will bring things in to a very big perspective. I know it keeps me happy for about a week, you know, but let abundance flow to you this weekend. Trust the process. For some reason, you're going to be happy either way. Don't turn your back on opportunities. Release your anger. And know that the world is your oyster. So go big or go home. For real. All right? Virgo, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. That's going to do it for the freaking weekend. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading posted on Sundays and Mondays. And if you would like a personal reading, go ahead and click that link in the description, and it'll bring you to my booking page. Virgo, let's take you off the board. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see who is next on the freaking weekend. And it's Libra. Libra, welcome. Do the freaking weekend. There you are on the board. There you go. All right, Libra, let's get a message from your guides to start this off. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. All right, let's get a message. There it is. Ooh, Angel of Balance. Well, well, well. Who better to talk to somebody about balance than Libra, huh? Look at that angel's bringing you a nice bong. All right, let's read up on it, shall we? Oh, never a dull moment, huh, Libra? Never. It's the weekend, baby. And so far, we're focusing on what we need to do is balance, being centered, and honoring your choices. This loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Say that 10 times. Equanimity. Although these things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming to your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. Shit. All right. So focus on balance, baby. Your angel's there. They're going to put it right. Oh, Lord have mercy. It is sweltering in the studio over here at Razor Vibrations TV Studios. We don't believe in air conditioning. We just have an oscillating fan in the corner over there, and it is not working, so I'm a little pasty, but that's okay. Let's get some shadow work done, shall we? All right, Libra. Let's see. What kind of shadow work do we have? Ooh, deception. Slippery slope erodes trust. Honesty fosters connection and authenticity. So we got to work on integrity, transparency, and trust. A slippery slope erodes trust. Be careful of self-deception. Don't let anything deceive you into lowering your integrity. You know what I'm saying? Be transparent. A slippery slope erodes trust. Honesty fosters connection and authenticity. I think that's the key. See, I'm too busy focusing on the deception of a slippery slope erodes trust, when the real message here is honesty fosters connection and authenticity. And that's it. And that's it. Okay, let's get the vibe for you. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe for the weekend. There it is. Boom. Boom, chicka boom, bang, bang, boom, chicka boom, boom. Look at all these pages. Oh, hell. Wow, no wonder you're confused. Wow. All right, 7 of Cups. Confusion. Uh-oh, Libra's got to make a fucking decision. Tick-tock. We'll wait. No, we're really not. We're going to make it really easy for you. You choose the highest and the best for you. Again, trust what you're being told, you know? And are you sacrificing your integrity for whatever this is? Page of Wands, you're taking things way too seriously, so adapt a childhood-like behavior this weekend. Page of Swords brings in new ideas, messages. Page of Cups brings in an offer when you least expect it. And the Ace of Cups, you take it. You fill your cup. New love, possibly. Maybe choosing that with 3 pages here. This is crazy. Wow. All right. Let's get some oracles for you. Is that thunder right here? Wow. It hasn't rained in 2 or 3 weeks. We got detach. Maybe you got detached from an outcome. Rest and reconsider. Let's see. Yeah, detach. Rest and reconsider. And detach from outcomes, all of that. Old ways of thinking, and take the lead. The Three of Wands. You're ready. Go for it. Take the lead. Reach for that cup. Fill that cup. All right, let's look at love, because we've got indications of love. The Seven of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Three of Wands, waiting for something. Again, there's an expectation. Ooh. You got them all? Yep. Yeah. See, we can't decide. Again, Libra's issue right there. Take the blindfold off. Drama. That doesn't help things. That's what's got you clouded. You know, again, know when to walk away and know when to run. That's what, you know, claim victory. Just stop battling. Stop battling. The fives here. Yeah. King of Cups and the King of Wands. You know, using maturity, being responsible, calming your storm and your emotions. And the King of Wands is making that change. Maybe that's what you used to do. You used to fall right into this. You know, don't be deceived. There's deception at play here too. So let's get messages of love and see what else they add to this. Because, you know, with the right steps and a different approach, I think you'll nail it, to tell you the truth. I think it's actually a blessing in disguise, something you've been waiting for. Again, something you've been waiting for. All right. This is nuts. This is nuts. You can't make this shit up. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. I mean, that's what this is all about. I mean, unbelievable. Oh, we're not done yet. Children. Children are important to this partnership. So this could be issues with your kids. Drama going on with that. Maybe they're, you know, they're almost ready for school. So if they're driving you nuts, it's almost time to go back. But let's really look at this one, because this is unbelievable. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? This is a big one. So Libra, my advice to you is don't do anything you're going to regret. Don't make a decision that you know damn well you shouldn't make right now, or that it does not align with what your vision of your future is. That's a decision you have to make. And vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Transparency, integrity, trust. That's what the shadow work was all about. So someone or some situation may be deceiving you in a form or fashion. Wow, this is a lot to process. Be aware of that. Trust your intuition, you know. Take a fresh approach to things. All right, let's get what's the vibe. So you definitely have to decide. And you just can't decide, I don't know. And your integrity, you know, are you settling? It seems like you deserve better. Are you making it worse? You know what I mean? Careful. 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 Okay. Yeah, wow, Jesus. And it just gets even more interesting. Mud on. We've got narcissist with egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. Again, does this align with your integrity? Epiphany. What is that? Self-reflection, answered questions, and untapped talents. So again, this deception may come to, you know, a head where you're like, son of a bitch. Karma. Third parties, haters, and lesson learned. Again, it seems like you're dealing with some bullshit. Two-faced, double life, cheater, and backstabber. A lot of you Libras need to pay attention. You need to pay attention. Pay attention. Archangel Michael. Protection. prevented from harm and divine intervention. There's a big message here that you got to watch how you handle this situation. Are you going to stoop to other people's level? And are people purposely deceiving you to do that? Big question to ask yourself this weekend. But it all starts with following your intuition. That's a big one, okay? So, sending you lots of love and healing for this weekend. But other than that, once you make a decision here, things move freely and fast. Wow, look at that. Fuck fear. It'll lie to your face. So maybe that's what the deception is a fear of failure or fearing the worst of something. When you know damn well you don't think that way, but you've let this situation make you fearful. Something to consider. I'm glad we're putting this out on time, so you got a few days to figure it out, okay? All right, Libra, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm sending you healing, protection. Archangel Michael is so with you also. So let that be a reassurance for you, okay? But don't get involved in the drama. Take a step back, detach from it. Take the lead by doing that and not letting the energy deceive you in any way, shape, or form. Wow, what a reading. And then call on your angels for balance, because that's what you're all about in this lifetime. All right, Libra, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading, and that's posted on Sundays or Mondays. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because those are general, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. All right, Libra, have a great weekend. Many blessings to you. Thanks for watching. And let's see who is last this week. And it's Sagittarius. Oh. Last but not least, Sag, let's do it. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get a message from your angels and guides. Boom. There it is. Angel of Love. Ooh, I never got this one before. Look at that. That is beautiful. God damn. Number 49. 49. 49. Let's read it. I'm interested. Last but not least. Tender Connections. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with somebody already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. Wow. Love that. So damn, Sag. Let's put you on the board. We got Libra up still. What's going on here? There you are. I love that. Don't you love that, Sag? All right, let's get a shadow work for you. Oh, you got to do both. Making peace. In the midst of adversity lies the path to self-discovery. So something profound and genuine, and maybe taking a risk. That kind of reminds me of the Fool. I love that imagery, though. Beautiful. Making peace within your heart. Finding peace in your heart. The angel of love helps to wash away that. Yeah, absolutely. Embrace the void. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Emptiness and creative power. So, it almost looks like those match up. Wow. Tap into that creative power. I don't know. I think the angel of love helps you to do that, and embracing that voice inside of you. Feels good. Feels like good energy. That pink and the red in there is just so, I don't know, just very beautiful. It touches my heart. I hope it touches yours too, It just makes me feel at peace, to tell you the truth. You know? Wow. I say you know a lot, you know? Okay. Interesting. All right. We are releasing ourselves and walking away from judgment, especially from ourselves and others. Again, that's why the angel of love is here, is to help you with forgiveness and tenderness and all of that. Page of Pentacles brings in an opportunity here. So ground, get outside and ground, somewhere near water. Seven of Pentacles is put in the work. Put your time and energy into things that will pay off, like your creative endeavors. And you may have to take a risk, but, you know, the seeds are planted here. Nurture them. Knight of Cups brings an offer this weekend, so you might get a message, you know, to go along somewhere, maybe traveling. Four of Wands is partying at home, maybe. Just enjoying each other, embracing the peace, embracing the void of not having maybe any plans, but just being. I like that. Again, you know, changing things up. Seems like love does a lot for you, letting you walk away from past hurts and stuff like that, you know. Wow. So celebrate. There's a big message about celebrating too. All right, let's get some oracles, and we got them. Yeah, look at that. Speak your truth. Say what you mean. Speak with love. You know, Mercury has gone direct in Leo, so speak from the heart. Speaking of speaking from the heart, shine as brightly as the sun. Get out there and ground. Get outside. Get outside. Believe and succeed. Yeah, this is Six of Wands. Engagement, maybe. This is beautiful energy here. Let's get some love. What do we have for Sagittarius for love this week? And I have to keep saying weekend. We got the Lover's card out. I like that. Oh my God, really? And these. Oh my God. Okay, wow. And the Two of Cups. Wow, wow, wow. And the Sun again. Wow. All right, so be patient, especially when it comes to relationships. This is actually embracing, empowering yourself with security. Feet on the ground. Again, ground. The Page of Wands brings in an opportunity here that feels really good, and finally releasing our burdens. Yeah, so you are going through a process here that opens you up to new love because you're just letting the past go. This is great energy. Best reading next to Taurus's, because Taurus's was a love bomb. But this is beautiful. You just have to be patient with your process and speak from the heart. That will make peace. Again, let love into your heart. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place in the world for you and me. Let's get messages of love and see. Wait a minute. All of a sudden, the viewership just went right down. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's get. I hope it's a joke, for Christ's sake. I'm giving you a good reading, y'all. Damn. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, baby. Let's release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Ten of Wands is definitely saying to let go, but we need some boundaries. So firm boundaries are needed now. So maybe that's what you need to do, is understand that you just can't be wide open. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to put some boundaries up. And soulmate. So if you need clarification, there it is. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. And if you love, accept, and respect yourself, well, then you just return. You get that in return, in kind. Matching energy. That's the way it works. All right. So let's get some. What's the vibe this weekend? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? We need a little theme song when we take this deck out. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Kind of like Wonder Woman's theme. Dun, 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 dun. What's the vibe? All right. For some of you, some legal stuff. lawyer's court, paperwork. Maybe that's what you got to do. Sign them divorce papers. Congratulations for some of you. Masked, hidden, concealed, and deception. Now, I think the judgments here, you know, the judgment card is out. That could be something going on, or maybe you were deceived in the past and it's kind of a roadblock for you right now in the present. So just be aware of that. An epiphany. So you might be having those epiphanies. With self-reflection, answered questions, and untapped talents. Again, so, you know, speaking your truth. Let's get a closing message for you, okay? Sag, let's get a closing message. And let's see what the Rebel deck has to say. And you know it can be a smartass. You know it can. You know it can. Okay. Sag, this is one hell of a reading here, but it all comes down to the angel of love. It really does. And when in doubt, ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Yeah, so if you got like a pain in your side, don't fucking Google it, you know, because it'll say that you're dying. But what we have going on here for the weekend for you, Sag, to wrap this weekend up is to maybe you need to get some legal advice about something that's going on. You know, realizing that could be for some of you. But radical acceptance, I think, is needed for you this weekend. And to actually make peace with your past. And god damn, does it feel good. Because you're putting the energy into the right relationship. And it's working. So this weekend could be lots of celebrating, lots of love. The angel of love, I mean, that's the whole thing of your reading right there. Beautiful card. Put some rose quartz around your space. Get some rose quartz and meditate with it. Go outside and ground with it, you know. Put it near you while you're laying on the grass. I'm telling you, it'll do you some good in the sun. Perfection. All right, Sagittarius, that's going to do it for this weekend reading. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. That's posted on Sundays or Mondays, you know, unless I'm busy. Usually on Sundays, but this summer has got me posted on Monday mornings. So, unapologetic. But yeah, so everybody, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this edition of the Freakin' Weekend. Watch your weekly tarot readings. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you on the weeklies. Have a great weekend.